Hey guys, this is an advice video. As you know, sometimes I do these. Last time I did an advice video, I don't remember when it was quite a while ago, but it did get quite a lot of positive feedback. So I thought, let me kind of help you guys with this specific conversation, which is about exes. Personally, I don't like the word ex. I think it's like, but no, like, that's just not how you're gonna deal with it. But yeah, ex is just a word that's been given, and that's the word I'm gonna be using in this video. So my first piece of advice would be, I don't know why it's so close. Okay, so number one, first piece of advice would be that you need to give yourself time to heal. So give yourself as much time as necessary, as much time as you need in order to heal. Remember that people heal differently. People will go through different ways of trying to deal with the breakup. I say, as long as you're not harming yourself or anybody else. If you want to go to therapy, you go to therapy if that's what you need. If you want to go out every night, meet new people every night, then that's you, then you do that. Do not need to jump back straight back into the dating game if you don't feel like it, or if you don't want to. Step number two, stop checking their social media. Now, I know this is easier said than done, and that's why I want to go into a bit of detail with this. So for example, after a breakup, if you find yourself checking their social media every day, cut it down to once a week, and then eventually try to cut it down to once a month, or whatever works for you, which again is definitely easier said than done, which is why I'm saying take your time. Don't go cold turkey. Don't just say, I'm never going to check up on their social media. It's not true. You're definitely going to at some point check up on their social media. Just be aware that by cutting down the amount of time that you view their social media, you're making your healing much more quicker for yourself. The second part of social media I want to get into, so the idea that when you're checking their social media, you come across something that's like, wow, I don't know, like they look really good in a photo, or something amazing is happening in their life, like they graduated or something like that, and you think to yourself, I want to like this. Think twice before liking. The act of liking in itself is very innocent. It's very like, oh, like, done. But when you think about the impact that it could have on the person, it's literally your name popping up on their screen, a rush of emotions possibly coming back to this person who's doing their absolute best to try and heal, but you have appeared again in the present on their phone. There's your name, especially if it's a mutual breakup and both parties have decided to break up. Then you've basically said, bye, I'm going, and now you're like, hey, I'm here. Make your mind up. The feelings that could come from it, the progress that could all get lost in one instant by seeing a notification pop up, is not fair. Don't compare your ex to your current and new relationship, to this new person that you are getting to know, because everyone is different. You will experience things in a different way, you will feel different things, and I think it's very important for people to come to that realization. A lot of people look for the exact same feelings that they were having in their previous relationship in their new one, and that's just not the case. A lot of the things that you did with your ex were probably things that you did for the first time, so obviously the feelings are going to be different. But also that you may have changed as a person over time as well, so it's quite unrealistic to expect to experience the exact same feelings that you did with your ex with your next. Step 4, to bring their memories with you, but don't bring them. A relationship doesn't have space for a third person unless you're into open relationship. That's fine, and that's something that's agreed between you and your partner. Unless you have kids, again, that's fine. That's not something that I feel that I can give advice on, because I haven't been through that situation. So I'm talking about, if you don't have kids and if you're not thinking of an open relationship, then there's no space for a third person in that relationship. Of course, you spend a significant amount of your life with this person, so just to make sure you do everything that you can to not bring your ex's presence into your current and present relationship. Step number 5. Be aware that time has passed and you two are probably not the same people anymore. So the idea of them that you have in your head is a past them, is not a present them. So the present them may be completely different and may even be someone who you no longer have vibes with. Step number 6, don't hold space for your ex. This one's difficult because a lot of people with their exes, they always have this hope or this want to one day be together again. What I mean by don't hold space is don't postpone your life waiting for them to change their mind, waiting for them to change their behavior, whatever it is that caused the breakup. Because if you always have this idea in your head that one day it could work out, then you will never move on with your life, and you will never meet someone who you can give yourself whole to, because there's always a part of you that wants to be with that other person, because you're holding space for them, you're waiting for them. And so by holding space, you're actually holding yourself back from meeting potential new partners. And who knows, maybe you're missing out on a really cool person who you're not giving a chance to because you're holding space for your ex. I really hope you enjoyed today's video as much as I enjoyed making it. I love giving advice to you guys, and if you did enjoy it, please do leave a thumbs up. It means a lot. Comment what your favourite tips were and which ones, you know, you can kind of relate to. Please do subscribe to my channel. I do want to mention here really quickly that a few of my singing videos have been getting taken down by YouTube to copyright issues, which is sad. So I do upload a few, and then if they disappear like a few hours later, don't be surprised. Unfortunately, that's due to copyright issue, and there's not much I can do about that. So sorry. But yeah guys, take care, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.